We go live. Are we live? I feel kind of live right now.
We're live, man.
Are we?
Wait, this is copyrighted. No, it's gonna kill the live stream.
Dude, if you kill a live stream from playing copyright music, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Very, very disappointed.
If
All
you
right.
play the kazoo version,
Don't play the kazoo's version even. All right, let's talk about Eli. You and I have done dozens of hours of live streaming during the last month. What have we learned? What are the takeaways? What are the positive takeaways? Because you know how critical I can be. You're the most optimistic, positive person I ever met, but me, I can be super critical.
Super.
So let's keep it positive.
Yeah, don't flip on a dime.
Because we're live right now. We're live right now. So what are some takeaways about what we've learned going live dozens of times across?
positive takeaways.
Yeah, positive takeaways.
Positive takeaways.
Like, why should people even try to have the courage to go live? Why should technicians and media people? Why should the media people even try to do this stuff? Why is it worth taking the risk?
I mean, you're just enabling people. I don't.
So first of all,
I don't know.
enable others.
If I had exactly, that's my mindset. Is like allow people to do the best work they can do. Be an enabler. But like, if I had your outlook about it, I would go live on my personal channels all the time. But I don't. I don't know why. I still don't know why people want to go live. I just know that some people do, and they have something to say. So I want to help with that.
Well, I think for me, it's like a mix of documenting my life. And I don't know, I just think people would rather watch live, unedited, unproduced, raw content over the perfectly post-produced stuff that's hard to even get out anyways, you know? And for me, it's like the barrier of entry is almost zero. I mean, I'm live right now on Instagram right here. Then we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter on your camera.
Yes.
I'll take the video and I'll pull it and put it on LinkedIn. It costs me, you know, if I have a team, it costs me paying them for their time. It costs me my time. But, I mean, I already pay for the bandwidth, you know? So it's like, for me, it's just the ability to document your life live and raw. I just think it's pretty cool. How about for you? You've been with us for the last day. You came and joined us yesterday. We did the 3-hour live stream in the studio, all about attention.
Yeah.
We did several live streams today, walking back and forth on Sundial Bridge. What's it been like for you?
I was kind of like Eli before, you know. I didn't really quite understand what's the point of going live. I didn't really kind of taste it, but you know. Do you remember those Wet and Wild slides? You know, those ground slides when we were kids.
Oh my gosh.
You know.
Or you have no control over anything.
Yeah. You're like look at it, you go.
Those are great.
Why in the world would I do that? You know, I don't want to run through the grass and dive and dive on this, you know, rubber mat and slide across the ground. But then once you do it, you know, you look up and it's been a couple hours and you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you get. I love the, like what you said, the barrier to entry, that there is none.
Yeah.
And there's a flip side of it too, though. You know, if you don't want to watch this, you just turn it off. And you know, I think people need to remember that if somebody's not interested in what you're saying, they're just going to turn it off anyways.
Yep.
So why not do it?
Yeah.
For the people that are interested. You know, it's just a bit of encouragement, you know, for you that are just waiting to dive down that slip and slide.
Yeah.
Slippery slope of live streaming.
Yes.
Is this slippery slope?
I don't know. I mean, it can't. Well, it is a little bit. If you feel pressure to create constantly, and you see it on, there's a lot of live streamers in like LA and a lot of people in the like Asian continent. Live streaming is very popular. You feel the need to do something. Even if it's not a wise decision, you feel that you must provide content and something for people, like, and a lot of it because it's not, you know, very intelligent or educational. It's just regular people having fun. It's turns into shock value stuff. So it could be a slippery slope for sure. I think for some people it is.
I feel like I'm really, really good at turning off. Like, we went live probably 20 hours in New York and in Puerto Rico. It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a
lot, right? We basically went live nonstop for 5 straight days, from early morning until late night.
Yeah.
So, I know, obviously with breaks and whatnot. When I got home, then you left. I went live several more times, just kind of walking around. I did 3 hours on Instagram and brought 3 friends on. I basically was interviewing people the whole time. That was amazing.
Nice.
I could definitely do that a lot more. That was fun. Like one friend joined me that I'd known for 20 years, another friend I'd known for 30 years, another friend I'd known for several. It was like super cool just to kind of share that moment, walk around the island with them, you know? So I came home and I just turned my phone off, just hung out with my kids for 6 days. I didn't once think about, I want to go live stream my life right now. Like, I don't really want to expose my kids to live streaming unless it makes sense in the context of that moment. When I dropped my kids off at school on Wednesday and I was heading up here, then at that point I was like, oh, this will be fun. I can go live again. Like, I'm going to head to my dad. My dad's teaching, tonight, and I'm like going to tell people that I'm doing an event tomorrow. So like, it was fun to go live, but it wasn't like I was like needing to share my life. And part of it is for me, like, I actually feel quite private.
Yeah.
I'm super private for
Really?
being,
Surprising.
I feel very private. I feel like a lot of my life is very quiet and very private. I'm very extroverted and like gregarious and like charismatic, but I get re-energized from alone time, which is more of an introverted trait.
Yeah, definitely.
So for me, like, I like to just be alone and silent, have no music on, and just like completely recharge, quietly. And so I don't feel a need to be live all the time. For me, if I want to go live, it's usually because I want to document my life long term so I can either look back, my kids, my grandkids, or especially like generations to come. I have a chance to actually share my life with them today. Like, if I could have seen Lieutenant Moraga when he founded the city of San Jose.
True.
Dude, I would watch every
Out
moment.
here with my boys building a pier.
Straight up.
Fort.
Absolutely. So like, I'm building a castle right now. I want to be able to document that.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't really care. I don't tell people I'm going live. I don't text people. I don't send email campaigns. I don't buy advertisement. Like, I don't care if there's an audience a lot of the time, because for me it's just documenting. Then the other thing is I do have things to say.
Free storage.
Free
cloud
storage. It's free storage, dude. Straight up, it is free storage. That's so true.
Until like, oh man,
That's so true.
it's kind of dangerous though.
What do you think about when things become decentralized? Because right now we are live streaming on the centralized platform of Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. I'll put this on LinkedIn, owned by Microsoft. So that means there's 4 companies that will hold this content. But if we were live streaming through LivePeer, which is the decentralized platform, if we were live streaming onto Steam or putting the content onto Steam, on one of these decentralized platforms, then you basically can't get rid of it at all. Where today, I guess you could erase your account and then you can get rid of it. Yeah. So what do you think about the centralized aspect of story, documenting your life, compared to the soon-to-be decentralized aspect of it all?
I think you have to be careful though to I don't know, we assume that companies are too big to fail, and we assume they have our best interest in mind, and of course they're going to keep all of our memories from 10 years ago. But it's like
MySpace and Friendster, man, I was huge on those 2 platforms. Ain't nothing there anymore.
MySpace,
It's all gone.
and
All that work disappeared.
Google, one thing for me was like Google Picasa or whatever. That was like, the tools are great. All my friends are on there. All my photos are on there.
Strawberry,
It's never gonna go away,
Romaine and Romano.
It's beautiful.
Anything else we can get for you?
This looks awesome.
you.
Wait, maybe one more set. No, we're good. We have it all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have it all.
Yeah, just let you guys know. I'm here. I'm taking over the section. So my name's Olivia. Let me know if you need anything.
Thanks,
else.
Olivia.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So yeah, I think you have to be careful to assume that the status quo is going to be maintained.
Yeah.
And like, Google has this faucet of money that's called AdWords, and so they can pay to host a bunch of people's stuff for free. But
Today
it's
they
like,
can.
that
Today they
could
can.
change. So I think people, decentralized, right? To be part of a blockchain and to have that, I think people are going to have a lot of their own private servers.
Right.
And a lot of their private stuff is going to be transferred into something that they own, or having servers in their own home to
Yeah.
run their crypto wallets, have a personal cloud that they have full control over. At least that's very attractive to me.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
going to get
think-
cheaper and cheaper and cheaper to do that.
Yeah.
And you can give access for compensation. How about for you? You're a dad. Your kids are going to be a freshman in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And so what do you think about live streaming? Would you live stream if they're in the video? Do you want them live streaming their own life? Is there an age that it's appropriate? Is there an age that's inappropriate? Do you and your wife agree? Like, I have lots of questions for a father and a husband on live streaming boundaries.
You know, it's interesting you asked that, because that was really the question I asked last night to myself right away, because live streaming to me is authentic. It's about my life. It's an opportunity for me to express the things that are important to me. And guess what's at the top of that list? You know, my kids. But then there's that boundary. It's like, okay, so people want to hear authentic and real discussions, and it's not all about our ability to intellectualize everything and have these conversations that are appealing and stimulating to knowledge and information seekers. What about my kids actually saying something like, what is their opinion about A, B, or C? And that's actually going to have great impact and is important. So I don't know, man. I think there's definitely boundaries, and I think maybe it's something that you need to decide as you get into doing live streaming. What's your own core value about it? What are some boundaries that you're going to set before you do it? I used to ask surgeons all the time before they went into surgery, what was their goal? Not while they were in surgery. And I'm just being honest. I think these are some questions that I'm asking myself, and you make a good point. I don't know. Definitely worth talking about and coming up with some parameters.
Well, we're not going to make you watch us eat.
No.
That would be rude. But we're at Mosaic Restaurant at the Sheraton Hotel, the first 4-star hotel in Redding, California, in Shasta County. We did several live streams on my Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube pages. So youtube.com/Ian Utile, same thing with Facebook and Twitter. I did one by myself for 20 minutes walking to the Sundial Bridge and back and at the end. We did one where I asked you a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
We did a third one, I was unexpected, where you flipped it on me and asked me a bunch of questions. I think all three were kind of fun.
Yeah.
And here we are, our fourth, I think our final live stream. You're going to put everything away. This is it. Don't expect anything else on the pro equipment. Maybe on the phone. But we're all live streamed out.
Yeah.
So goodbye, party people. Have a fantastic Friday.
Hasta la vista.